ask him if I'm a bad mom. Ask him. And then ask all of his kids if he's a good father. Ask all of them. Not just the ones y'all see. Ask all of them.
He said I got you high on drugs.
How? Now, this is why we had a problem. Anybody that knows me the only drug I ever did was weed. And I literally just started smoking weed about 18 months ago when I got my strain. Stop playing with me. How on what? How you on what? Ain't never do no fucking crack. Ain't never do no crack cocaine. Ain't never do no E-pills. Ain't never do no Molly. Ain't never do no lean. Ain't never do none of that. Ever. And everybody that knows me knows that. They all know that. I heard you say I'm this. She's cheated on me before, but okay, I cheated before, right? Why you stay? Oh, for my daughter that you've seen 3 times this year for a total of about 16 hours altogether. And every time you had her, you posted, and I'm like, yo, stop posting my daughter, weirdo. You know she has her own phone, right? You know she could talk, right? I swear to God, don't play with me. I'll talk. I won't put her on camera, but I'll let her talk. Mama, when the last time you seen Daddy? When the last time he called you? I'm not. How y'all call this crashing out? Because this fucking weirdo is sitting over there with his fucking current come-up situation, plotting on me to bring me down, to make him and them look like they doing something, just lying all day. And I don't be saying nothing because I don't care, because they don't affect my bag, because they don't hurt me. But now you're just getting like, now y'all just too comfortable. Wait, now we got something to promote, so let me start talking about Rem again. Like, nah, we not doing that. Crashing out is me going over to that little ass apartment and blowing that shit the fuck up. That's crashing out. But why the fuck would I do that when I don't care?
Okay. Hey, you guys. Thank you for joining Sip and Chat. All right. So we're going to jump into this, you guys. All right. So this has been like something else with this couple here, Clarissa and Papoose. Okay. Now, I want y'all to pause. All right. Now, this fur jacket that he's been wearing that has been seen everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna start here. Okay, and then we're gonna jump into how dusty this dude is. All right, like I told y'all in the last video. Okay, Clarissa is a grown woman, and yes, she is making these choices. But I am not going to let him slide by and not hold him accountable. Okay, he is a dusty. Okay, he is a scrub. And he is a user, allegedly. Okay. So anyway, like my girl, Sweet Ma, pointed out, this fur coat has been seen everywhere. Okay. And normally, you know, people are not tripping about people or they call him a C-lister celebrity. We know that everybody don't have it like that all the time. Okay. But these two, they portray to be so rich. Okay. And I promise you, I try not to talk about these people, just like a lot of YouTubers, okay? We have better things to do, but for some reason, this couple, they want to be seen. And let me just say this, okay? Normally, yeah, I can get it why celebrities want to be seen, okay? Because it keeps them in the news and it keeps them relevant. But at this point, it's just like it's bringing this girl's career down, okay? Literally. And I'm going to point that out too later in this video, okay? But anyway, so like I said, my girl Sweet Ma, she had pointed out the same thing I was going to talk about. That why am I seeing this dude wearing the same clothes? Like everywhere, okay? And again, it's nothing wrong with wearing the same clothes. But if you're walking around acting like you're a millionaire, you're a billionaire, whatever. Okay, he's talking about she got 8 million. They're talking about they got all this money. Sweetheart, A-listers don't wear the same outfit. And again, it's nothing wrong with wearing the same outfit. If I was an A-lister, damn sure right, I'll be wearing the same outfit. But these people, I would be humble. These people are not humble. Okay? So Exhibit A. Exhibit B. Okay? Listen, okay? One thing that you're not going to do with me, you're not going to play with me. Okay? You're not going to play in my face. Okay? And I hate this. I hate this because Remy and Pap are literally from the same era as me, okay? Like Remy and Pap was just like the apple of everybody's eye, okay? They represented what we all wanted, okay? And it is, it's really sad to me. This is not like something that I am just like happy about. It's sad to me. It is so sad because we need good representations in our community. And I would say not just our community, Black community, I would say every community. Every community, there needs to be a good representation of fatherhood, okay? And this is so bad. I'm so sad to see this, okay? Because allegedly, I got to keep saying allegedly, okay? But I'm going to say this. It is looking really bad. It is looking bad out here, okay? And not only with Remy, okay? Candy got some stuff going on too. And I'm going to get on that on another video, okay? Candy and Todd. But anyway, so again, we're not talking about a humble person who may say, listen, yeah, I was on Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, I might have did this X, Y, and Z. But, no, I don't have it like that. This is where I feel like where Clarissa and Pap are losing their fans. Okay. When you are authentic and you are real with the people will accept you for who you are because we all have had bad times. Okay. It doesn't matter who you are. But like I said again, this is where I'm coming from. When I point out that this dude is wearing the same clothes, okay? Because he's not a humble person. He's a dusty and he's a liar, allegedly, okay? And he's a user. This is why this title of this video is called Surviving Papoose. Because he is not about to get off. No, you're not getting off the hook, okay? Papoose, we gonna hold you accountable. Because the heat has been on Clarissa for far too long. She is just in love. And hopefully she wakes up real soon. And have you seen a man wear hats with every outfit? This man has a hat for every outfit. I'm really convinced a lot of people feel like he's receding. I really feel like he's just embarrassed of his forehead because he do got a big forehead. I was looking at some like really, really earlier pictures. Like even when he was in high school, he wore a lot of hats. I just think he's just really self-conscious about that forehead. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way. Okay. Now, this dude claims that he held Remy Ma down for the 8 years that she was in prison. Okay. And I believe she did 6 years. Like, I don't know the whole mathematics of it. I know she did at least 6 years. I think that 50 had put in a good word for her and some other people and they reduced her sentence. Okay. But anywho, it says here, okay, you guys look here. It says 2007. Okay. The shooting occurred and she went to court in 2018 and it says she would not be released until 2014, right? At least. Okay. Now, like I said again, I think she got out a little earlier than that, but we can safely say she did about 6 years. Now, this is where I'm getting at this. Okay. Remy spoke on this as well. Okay. Remy said that she made us think he was a good dude. She made us think he held her down. Okay. Now, I want you to look at these clips. Okay. These video clips. Papoose specifically said out of his mouth, he put his career on hold. Allegedly, all this stuff. No, let me go back. These videos and all this stuff is alleged. Okay. Anyway, Papoose, it came out of his mouth that he put his career on hold for his wife. What does this look like right here, you guys? And that last clip, this is a video shoot, 2011. Okay, this video shoot is from 2011. Remy Ma was in prison during this time. What year is this? This is the same video shoot, 2011, with all these women twerking everywhere. Okay. So like I said, I purposely cropped the video so you can see, okay, the dates on all of these pictures. These are pictures of his video shoot. This is off of his Instagram. April 5th, 2013 on this one, okay? This is from the man that claims that he put his life on hold for Remy Ma while she was locked up. And nobody said he couldn't make no money while she was locked up, but we're going off of what he said. This came out of his mouth, that he put his career on hold. This is why he was not successful, because he was putting his career on hold to focus on his wife and his family, okay? And he's right here at a video shoot. I didn't show it y'all, he's at a video shoot. But let's hear it out of his mouth, okay? But let's hear it out of his mouth, yeah, that he held his wife down.
And visited and supported. But me, I was visiting her every day. At that point, I was like, this is more important. I need to focus on my wife.
Papoose recently opened up about the sacrifices he made for Remy Ma and how they've impacted his career.
So just stop it, okay? Anywho, in this picture right here, Remy Ma had just got out of jail not too long, you know what I'm saying? And she spoke on how he was just ready to jump back in, you know, ready to just make music and stuff like that. And she was saying, like, I believe it was a video clip from Love and Hip Hop. It was around that era when they were doing Love and Hip Hop. But she was just saying how she just, you know, she had just got out of jail. She wasn't ready to do all of this stuff. And he was just ready to jump in and stuff like that, you know. And let me just, because throughout this video, y'all, I'm sorry, but I got to say alleged, okay? Because I ain't trying to get sued, but allegedly, okay? Allegedly this happened. Anyhow, she spoke on how he was just trying to get her to get in the studio and make a song with her. And in this picture, if you go to his Instagram, it'll say, you know, like Remy and Pap are soon to make a song together. But he could not wait. He could not wait because he knew, just like Remy said, he knew that she could make money, okay? She was the real star. She was the real breadwinner. Listen to Remy. Listen to this clip of Remy talking about that.
I wouldn't be here, but that's neither here nor there. This man ain't right 90% of anything. Like, I wish he paid 90% of the bills. We probably wouldn't be here, but that's neither here nor there. Not only did this man not write for me, that's where a lot of his animosity comes from. Every time we would do interviews and people would be like, oh my God, do y'all rap battle? Who's better? Be like, she's better, she's better. His heart though, it pains him because he really wants this. He wants this. We're talking about somebody who literally sat and made an album each month for a year straight that nobody purchased.
Remy is not making this up. Like, all these albums that he made a long time ago, I never heard of them. Have you guys heard of them? Let me know. Comment down below if you've heard of any of these albums that he made a long time ago. And it's crazy. Because I remember even Remy, when she was on the block, she made it on YouTube doing the original battle rap. Like, I know of her doing that from the block. But I've never heard none of this dude's old albums. And yet, while Miss Thing gets love bombed, bamboozled, and swayed, I heard a lady say that romance is a poor man's game. But while she's worried about how fat her behind is, which is not, it's flat. Girl, just go get you a BBL and be done with it, okay? You make enough money. Go get you one, okay? But while she's concerned about all of this, her career is sinking.
Here we go again. She doesn't miss. Clarissa Shields pulls out the self-victimhood race card because Ring Magazine did not choose her to be the #1 pound-for-pound woman in the sport of boxing, yet #2 behind Katie Taylor. And rightfully so. Shields responded, I think some people have made it their business to make me out as this bad person.
No, you're making yourself out to be a bad person. You and Papoose. Well, honey, Papoose' reputation is gone. It's ruined. It's done with, okay? But Miss Clarissa, all I can say is, because her response to the media has been very nasty, Our job is to just report what we see in the news. I don't have nothing personal against you, and I'm pretty sure a whole lot of others don't. Maybe some do, but a whole lot don't, okay? We're just reporting on the news. So I'm going to tell you what. If you come across my video, I have something to tell you. I don't mean you no bad luck. I don't mean you nothing bad. I wish you the best. But like I said again, our job is just to report on what we see. So I tell you what, like you said, we don't know your life. We don't know this. Well, all we can do is sit back, right? Sit back, enjoy the ride, and see how 26 gonna play out for you and Papoose. You and Papoose. Okay?